Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So here go Gilbert Arenas once again saying Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird. No, he's not. If you have listened to Gilbert Arenas through the months, the years, whatever the case may be, you know he's always saying the 80s players weren't that good. They were slow. They were drugged up. All this nonsense he's always spewing. So now he's saying Kevin Durant is a better player than Larry Bird. No, he's not. Kevin Durant is a great player. No argument. But the man had to leave his team to join another team to create a super team. If he was so great, if he is so great, and he is great, but if he's greater than Larry Bird, why haven't he led his own team to a championship? We are still waiting on that. I am still waiting on Kevin Durant to lead his own team to a title. And we haven't seen that yet. So we're all still waiting. But Gilbert Arenas is always talking about, old school basketball, 90s ball, 80s ball. The players weren't so good. They're all drug addicts, they were slow. And just always talking down on old school basketball. Because back then they were just terrible. So Gilbert Arenas feels like Kevin Durant is a top 10 player in NBA history. And he's better than Larry Bird. Kevin Durant, for me personally, he's not top 10. I don't know how I would fit him on that list. He's right outside the top 10. Top 15 to 20. He's in that range. He's outside of the top 10. There are multiple other players I could put on a top 10 list. So Kevin Durant is not in the top 10. If he win another title, now we're talking. But currently, as it stands, he's not in the top 10. At least my top 10. But to say he's better than Larry Bird? No, he's not. Kevin Durant is not better than Larry Bird. If you want to say he's a better scorer, cool. I'll give him that. I will submit to him being a better scorer. Fine. I'll give him that. But he's not a better player than Larry Bird. I'm sorry. He's not. The man was up 3-1 on Golden State. Blew that whole situation, and the following season went and joined that team and created a super team. Yes, he won 2 finals MVP. They won 2 championships. He was the best player on the team, but it's not hard to be the best player on the team when you're playing with Stephen Curry. All the gravity he brings, it makes the game easier for you. When you're 7 foot with a great jump shot, the game is going to be easier. You're playing with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson ain't no slouch. When you're playing with those players, of course the game is going to be easier for you to dominate. If Kevin Durant want to be in my top 10, he has to win a championship outside of Golden State. So he has to lead his own team to a championship. Yes, he gets credit for winning in Golden State. Yes, he won 2 championships. He gets credit for that. But if he want to really get credit, he has to win on his own. He has to lead his own team. And that's just what it is. So Kevin Durant has 4 scoring titles, 2 finals MVPs, 2 championships. Larry Bird got 3 consecutive MVPs with 3 titles and 2 finals MVPs. And let's be real, the man played in an era with Magic Johnson, Kareem, Jordan. It was a tough era. He played against some great players, man. The best of the best. The man played against the best of the best. And still came out with 3 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, and 3 titles. While being the bus driver, he led his team. And we have yet to see Kevin Durant do that. Kevin Durant has all the accolades once again. Scoring titles, the championships in Golden State, the finals MVPs. He has all that on his resume. So he has a pretty nice resume. But he have yet to lead his own team. And no, he's not better than Larry Bird. And Gilbert Arenas is always trying to downplay old school basketball, call these dudes plumbers, they were slow. The game advanced a lot, and players from the earlier eras wouldn't be able to compete in today's basketball. And all sorts of nonsense. So Gilbert Arenas said, the 80s was drugged up. I can burn past a crackhead. A crackhead is not hard to get by. Some of those dudes were trying to hurry up to get their next fix. I do value his greatness, but KD is a whole other beast. I got him as the 2nd best small forward ever. So as you can see, Gilbert Arenas have no respect for earlier basketball. He's always disrespecting these dudes, calling them names, they're plumbers, they're slow, they were crackheads, they're not good, just always disrespecting the earlier era. And he feels like the era now are the 2Ks. Players are just so much more advanced. I can't see it, but somehow he feels like players in today's basketball, they're just so much advanced. Of course, the game has changed and evolved, and players today have new skill set. Yes, but are they better than players from previous years? No, they're not. And Kevin Durant is not better than Larry Bird. Larry Bird is in the same bracket as Magic Johnson. Is Kevin Durant better than Magic Johnson? No, he's not. So he's definitely not better than Larry Bird. I don't care what Gilbert Arenas is talking about. No, he's not. If he's so great, why is he unable to win on his own? And when I'm saying if he's so great, I'm not saying he's not great. I'm just saying if he is that guy, or if he is as great as you say he is, why is he unable to win on his own? The man had Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka. They were all young in their primes, was unable to get it done. Went to Golden State, cheated, got his rings. Went to Brooklyn, failed. He's in Phoenix for the last 2 seasons, and so far nothing. If Kevin Durant is unable to win a championship on his own, for me personally, it's going to tarnish his legacy, because it's like, okay, you got it with Stephen Curry. You got all these great teams. Once you left Golden State, you had all these great teams, and you still were unable to get it done. I'm going to hold that against you. I'm sorry, but I have to hold that against you. This is Larry Bird's resume. He's a 3-time champion, a 3-time league's MVP, a 2 times finals MVP, 12 times All-Star selection, 10 times All-NBA selection, and made the 3 All-Defensive Team selections. And Kevin Durant has never been on a defensive team. Kevin Durant has never made All-Defense in his entire career. Dude that's 7 foot has never made All-Defense ever. Matter of fact, prior to Golden State, he wasn't known for defense. Kevin Durant started playing decent defense when he went to Golden State. Prior to going to Golden State, Kevin Durant never played defense. He was known as a scorer. It's when he went to Golden State is when he started playing some form of defense. Prior to that, Kevin Durant was not known as a defender or someone who played elite defense. No, all the other greats made the all-defensive team. Kobe, MJ, Magic, Bird, all the other greats made the all-defensive team. Kevin Durant has never made that, ever. He's a top 20 great. Top 20 is a great player. Top 20. But he's not above Larry Bird. Larry Bird is in the top 10. Kevin Durant is not in the top 10. I don't know what Gilbert Arenas is talking about. That's his opinion, but this man is always talking down on old school basketball or the earlier eras. He just feels like anything pre-2000 is garbage. They're plumbers, they're crackheads, they were slow, you name it. Just constant disrespect. I don't know why this guy have this disdain for the earlier eras. I don't know why. But he just seemed to always disrespect players from earlier eras. So this is Kevin Durant's resume. He won 2 titles in Golden State. He has 2 finals MVPs, 14 All-Star selection, 10 times All-NBA selection. He has 1 regular season MVP, has 4 scoring titles, but he never made a defensive team. But he do have the scoring titles. Like I said earlier, he's a better scorer than Larry Bird. Nobody's going to argue that. No one is going to argue that Kevin Durant is a much better scorer than Larry Bird. That's evident. But that doesn't mean he's a better player. No, but he's a better scorer. That's a fact. So he has scoring titles. Larry Bird has no scoring titles. But Larry Bird made 3 defensive teams. Kevin Durant has 0 defensive teams. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all opinions, But currently, as it stands, Kevin Durant is not above Larry Bird. Not on the all-time list. No. If he win another title, we could have a debate somewhat. But currently, no. And Gilbert Arenas needs to stop disrespecting all the earlier players, man. Always talking about their plumbers, crackheads. Like, come on, man. If the current players are so great, why do they all need to team up? Everybody's trying to farm Voltron. At the end of the day, they're both great players, You got to respect them both. And that's that. They're both great players. But Trying to say Larry Bird and all them dudes from the 80s and 90s, they were plumbers. Come on, man. But let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation, man. Is Kevin Durant a better player than Larry Bird? Is he higher on the all-time NBA list? Let me know. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.